Today we are going to discuss about gate preparation strategy 2026. So this will be our overview of today's discussion. And to the short introduction, my name is Prasanna. I completed my BTech in Aerospace, Amata Coimbatore, and I secured Air India 13 in 2025. And currently, I am pursuing robotics and autonomous system in IIC Bangalore. And when it comes to December, our main goal is to explore as many concepts as possible and try to update our notes. Okay, so first try to complete the syllabus as much as possible. First, revise the previous topics that you are familiar with. Okay, that is the must, and try to understand the basic concepts and formula, direct formulas that the subject that you find difficult. Okay, for that you can use IGC formula sheets for those topics. If you haven't preferred your own gate notes, then it is advisable to use for IGC formula sheets for those subjects that you are not comfortable with. Then try to expose yourself to various type of question. For that, you can use IGC notes, formula sheets, and topic-based tests, subject-based tests, and assignments. And for now, don't need to solve the assignments just now. You have your solutions in for the assignments, so keep it aside and try to get the overall approach of the problem, so that you will get how these problems are approached. So you will have a variety of approaches for a particular problem. Okay, that will be helpful in the exams. And once you are done those exploration, you will have many mistakes. So analyze those mistakes and update those mistakes in your notes. You can write the missed formulas that you didn't write in that your gate notes, and concept and graphs. Okay, that will be very helpful. And for now, don't make your own notes now. If you already have your own notes, then it's fine. But if you don't have, then don't try to make it now. Okay, instead of that, you can use IGC formula sheet. That is more than enough for the preparation. So for the conclusion, we can say in December, try to explore the syllabus as much as possible and try to update your notes. Okay. When it comes to January, so we have a 36 about 36 days of time. So that I have divided that into 3 days strategies. Okay. So our IGC will have 12 full length tests. So it have 3 days for each test. Okay. And in the day one, focus on test analysis and updating notes. In the morning, I would recommend to revise the formula sheets, especially focus on maths and aptitude, because this is the most scoring part in that whole syllabus. Okay. In afternoon, because our test falls in the afternoon session, it is advisable to take the test in the afternoon session. Okay. So take that full length test seriously and complete the test fully. Okay, no, even if you are not completed the syllabus, and if you are not feeling able to solve the question, don't try to drop in the middle. Try to complete the test, and during the test, be honest to yourself. Do not keep your cheat sheets or scientific calculator nearby. Be true to yourself and don't worry about the mark. It will deal with it later. Okay, once you complete this test in the afternoon, in the evening try to do test analysis. For this test analysis, have a separate notebook for this one. Okay, for each mistake that you
One
had.
small correction. This time they put exam in morning. Okay, they
Morning.
changed this. Yeah, exam is in morning, right, or afternoon, guys? I think earlier it
Sir,
was in morning.
I heard
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
afternoon.
often.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, yes, yes. Please continue.
Okay. So in that evening, you do that test analysis and have a separate notebook for this. So for each minute that you down, mention the subject and the topic and the type of mistake that you commit. Okay, the type of mistake in the sense whether it is a silly mistake or a formulas or that units that you didn't see that in the question, or the calculation mistake. So those are the type of mistake that are doing that error. Okay, so try to mention the type of the mistake that you are doing. Once you have done the test analysis in the night, try to update those mistake in your own notes. Okay, and highlight those mistakes in the notes, so that the next time when you are referring the notes revising, so you may find that this is the mistake that you have previously committed, so you won't be doing that again in the exams. So this is a very important thing, updating that those mistakes correction in the notes. Okay, in the day two, go for a in-depth revision. In the morning, do the math and aptitude because it's very important. It will boost your confidence so much during the exam. And afternoon to evening, you can go through the core subject revisions, complete your strong subjects. So our goal should be like be strong in your strong subjects and try to manage to understand the basic and derivations in the weaker subjects. Okay, and for this, don't use any new textbooks. Revise your previous mistakes. Once it is done in the night, you can focus on the subject that you are not comfortable with. So focus on that topics that have a higher weightage in the exam. So less effort, more gain. You can refer those. For this, you can use IGC notes and formula sheets. This is more than enough for this topics. And yeah, it will conclude the day two. And day two is more like a flexible one. You can choose if you are not done in-depth revision in the day two, you can extend those that day two pattern for day three also. But I have went with this topic based test and PVQs. I usually did that practice for the gate calculator because in the exam you may find difficult to use this gate calculator. So I have done a practice in gate calculator. I have taken some max problem mostly with the decimal digits and practicing to solve that problem in the lesser time using gate calculator. So it helped me a lot during the exam. I would recommend to practice at least 20 minutes for this gate calculator. Okay, and I took topic based tests and analyzed and updated the day three, and I didn't take any new topics for this day three. And I recommend to do app PVQs in the day three and do the same. Actually, do the test sincerely and analyze those mistakes and update those mistakes in the notes and highlight those. So in day three, more likely you will have flexibility. So use your time effectively on the day three. Okay. So this then we comes to fixed plan and exam simulation. So when we say fixed plan, stick to the same materials that we are using. Even if your friends or someone comes and give you a new material, don't try to use it. See what is more to that notes and try to take those topics in your own notes or that note it down so that you won't be confusing with that resource that you are using. And don't refer any new textbook for now and follow the same study plan and the timings. I have done the study plan in a chart and pasted it in my wall so that each time when I see I stick to the plan, I'm not deviating from the plan. That's the strategy I have used for sticking to the same study plan. And when it comes to simulation, take the test in a silent environment and use only the gate calculator. So guys, I have seen some of my friends using a scientific calculator for mock tests. So it's actually a bad thing to do because it's using the calculator is different from using the calculator efficiently. So if you learn how to use the calculator efficiently, that will help you a lot of time in the exam. That's why you must use the calculator for mock tests. Okay, and use mouse during the practice test. Okay, don't use that pad during the test. If you have mouse, you can use mouse because it will be easier to use, and in the gate exam also you will be given with the mouses. And use a scribble pad size paper during the mock test. um, buy a scribble pad similar to this size so that you will simulate the exact same thing as an actual exam. Okay? And write those derivation and calculation in a smaller size. Don't try to write some big formulas and in a bigger size. Okay, in the gate exam you will be given only one scribble pad. Once it is done, you will be given another, but they will take that scribble pad away from you. They won't give it back. So if you have some calculation in the first scribble pad, so if you want to recheck it, you won't be able to do it because they have taken it away. So try to do the every calculation in the single scribble pad, and don't scribble in scribble pad. Okay, try to write it neat and write question number for every calculation so that when you are rechecking it, you can able to refer which is the question that you have done. Okay, so this is the exact simulation that you have to do for every mock test, not only for the final exam, so that you can practice with ease. So You will be thinking that why this matters a lot, because even with a small improvement like this exam simulation, it will help you in the exam. And when it comes to physical and mental health, it is very important during the last month. Okay, so sleep at least 7 to 7.5 hours daily. So don't compensate on the sleeping, because if you are haven't sleep well, then you will it will affect your day day routine. And maintain the same sleep cycle timing. And when going to the bed, stop seeing screen 30 minutes before the test. And if you are feeling sleepy for during the day, take a 20 minutes of power nap. Okay, and staying physically active during the day is also very important. So for that you can do slight walking, jogging, and neck exercise especially. Okay, and don't try to hit some any heavy exercise like weightlifting or leg days. It will interfere with your study plan. And this is very important, this food and hydration. So you should take regular meals and do not skip it actually, because when you are doing the preparation, it will requires a lot of energy. If you're not having a good food, then it will interfere, you will be feeling tired there for the day. So don't skip it, always take it. For this I will recommend take fruits and nuts the most, so it will be hydrating one. And most important thing is water, because when you are studying for a long hour, you will be dehydrated a lot. So it is important to take this water for every 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, and during this 45 days, don't try to take spicy foods and heavy foods. Okay, so it may lead to some stomach ache, so it will interfere. Okay, and use 2020 rules for the screen time, and blink continuously while reading, so it will reduce your eye strain. Okay, and many of you would have got this by now, I guess. And one thing you should remember is that tests are meant to improve you, not to defend you. So don't try to compare with others, and don't worry about the marks. If you are getting a good marks, then it is good. Even if you are getting less mark, it's not a mistake. Correct those mistakes so that you won't be committing the same mistake in the next exam. So it's always advisable to make as many mistakes in the mocks than in the actual exam. So if you are doing mistake, like you are in a right path, just correct those mistakes in the next exam. Okay, and important thing is don't try to skip those mock tests out of fear of getting low marks. See, I've seen some peoples that they haven't completed the syllabus fully, and what they think is, and they utilizing this month for studying and stack those mock tests at the last. That is that very wrong thing to do. You should take that test in a regular interval so that you will get enough time to analyze and improve your scores and mistakes. And don't judge by you by the marks. Just believe in the process that you're following. And don't think that bad mock will be suggesting you have a poor preparations. Okay, many would think that your graph will be looking like this. Once you start writing your marks, your performance should be increased in a linear, there should not be any drop. But it won't be like this. Your graph should almost be like this. So it have ups and downs, so the average will keep on increasing as you go doing some mocks. This is what it will be. And don't try to be 100% perfect. So the vertical, so try to do as many mistakes in the mocks so that you won't do it in the actual exam. That is way better. And when it comes to exam day, try to reach the exam center as early as possible, at least 45 and 60 minutes before that, so that you won't be in a panic situations. And carry all the required documents. And on the exam day, try to eat very light and familiar food. Don't try to go with spicy foods. And avoid last minute studying or discussion with your friends. Just try to stay calm and recall what you have studied. And when inside the exam hall, read the questions carefully before starting. Especially check the units they have asked. In my case, I have asked to calculate that answer in kilonewtons, but I was doing in newtons. I was using a wrong units for some of the parameters, so I didn't see the question properly. So always check the units they have asked and start with the familiar questions. I would recommend to go with the math and aptitude. And if you are stuck with one question, don't um, keep on digging the question. So just skip it, mark it as purple, and go to the next question. So I would say you should approach that questions in a art of skipping. So it is like attending the exam in a multiple rounds. I divided those rounds in a round of three. So in the round one, you should answer the conceptual question and direct formulas, and the question which are able to solve it under the 2 minutes. So you should go by each questions, and if you are finding it's a conceptual or direct question, answer it. And if you are not sure about the question, just mark it as a purple and go for the next question. And if a question is from your strong topics and you find it will take some more than 2 or 3 minutes to answer, just don't try to do that. Just mark it as a purple and go to the next question. We will deal with this type of questions in the round 2. And one thing happens in this round 2 is you will find lot of red colors while doing the round 1. Don't get feared about this one. We will get this as a green in the round 2. Okay, so you should concentrate on this one. And the round 2, once you are done with your round 1, you will see a lot of red ones and purple ones. So purple ones are the one you are not sure, and the questions you are which are from your strong subject. So round should in the round 2 you should doing that purple questions. So don't recheck it more than once. I have done the mistake. I will discuss this later. And while doing the round 2, don't lose hope if you are struggling with several questions in a row. Even if you are not able to solve a series of questions in a row, you may be able to solve the next 10 questions in a row. So don't just lose hope. Just keep on trying. And especially in this question, make sure the math calculation that you are doing is correct. Be accurate with your math calculations. Once it is done, you will get into round through. So in this round, you will solve the unanswered questions, NATs. So go with the easiest questions first and take a risk in the NATs, not in the MCQs, because the NAT doesn't have any negative markings, but in MCQs they have. So try to do the NATs which are easier to got and reach the questions the purple one. So do this round repeatedly until the time overs. This is how you should do this exam. So you should practice this art of skipping in the each mock test, not only in the final test, so that it will be familiar with this part. So the mistakes that I have committed, the things that went well is I got a good start. I just attempted the maths and aptitude first, and the calculator exercise and the scribble practice that I have done helped me a lot during that thing. So that I got a higher accuracy. I didn't get even a single negative marking because I practiced this calculator exercise. So it saved me a lot of time. And in the end, round 1 went really well. And when round 2 starts, I was checking this NATs multiple times. I calculated, I checked that 3 to 4 times. That dragged a lot of time, and I didn't read the questions for a few problems. I didn't see the units properly, so I was calculating in a different units, and then I realized and changed the unit. That took a lot of time, and when I was doing the round 2, I was faced with a lot of unanswered questions in a row that demotivated me a lot. So I was started to panicking and started doing every questions in a row, which are time consuming. So at the end, I was not able to do 380 questions, which are from my strong topics at the last. So that I lost 2 to 3 marks, I guess. So try not to do these mistakes in your exam. Yeah, and thank you. All the best.
So now, guys, you guys can ask questions. Be free to ask. So thank you very much, Prasanna. You have given overall very nice view.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So how many pages is scribble?
Scribble pad.
Yeah.
I think it's more than enough for this GATE exam. But one thing is, you should to maintain a small size. You should not have a big letters, so it will waste lot of pages actually. And you should start practicing using scribble pad actually.
Yeah, this is one good point you told. And also, your rough work should be as fair as possible. Okay, rough.
Yeah.
So write small and make some columns or something. Unnecessary. Don't use too much of steps space.
And especially we should mark down that question number, because while rechecking it, it will helps you a lot. Because I seen many of my friends have done that calculation, but end up uh, searching at where is the calculation while rechecking.
So how did you manage your sleep before exam? There is a question.
Sleep. Usually, I will take at least 8 hours of sleep for me because it's sufficient for me. And
No, no
don't try
particular
to
exam day.
study. Yeah.
Before exam day, how did you manage? Ki you got good sleep.
Yes, sir. I took more than enough. I took 10 hours of sleep actually. I don't want to compensate on sleeping on exam day. So in preparation day, you can take 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But in the exam day, you should have at least 8 hours of sleep. Okay, I recommend
Yeah,
that.
but how you made sure you got good sleep? Because last 1 month you put a lot of effort. So
Yeah.
if you put January best effort before exam day, you will get good sleep. If you don't put proper effort, if you are half-hearted preparation, then mostly before exam day you will be more anxious, right? Then you may not get sleep. So guys, January is like do and die. Okay, without worrying for any marks in mock exam, you should prepare as best. And second part, I'll suggest guys, we give 3 days of time. So in every 3 days, you should revise whole syllabus. Okay, if you do that practice, then you will remember all the formulas, all the concepts properly. And exam day, there will be no confusion. There is no requirement till last, and you are, just reading books, right? Some people, Prasanna, they have habit till exam last minute they will read something. So such things happens when they don't plan proper revision. Yeah,
And that's why
and
I
sleep
suggest
will.
to have a
Yes,
fixed study plan for this one, sir. The
yes,
far last
yes.
one you should dedicate for practice and update.
Yes, you have very nicely that 3 days of plan given. So let's see how many of them follow. Yeah, now some more questions, please take up. Gas dynamics, some space. Yeah, I'll take presentation. In chat box, questions are there. Please take up.
Okay. Oh, you no need to complete all the syllabus. Just focus on your strong one. Usually, no one will be able to do all the syllabus. They will left some part up to 90%. They will complete, but it is sufficient to get good marks. Okay. So make sure that you are very strong in your song subject and at least know some basic questions and able to derive some formulas in this the topic that you are not comfortable with. Stability. Uh, Krishna, in strength of materials, there will be lot of formulas and IGC notes. I think go through the IGC formula sheets and IGC note, that is self-sufficient. Once you are done reading that resources, go with some topic-based test and subject-based test, so that you will get a fine variety of question. Try solving that, so you will get an overall idea for the strength of materials. And for the stability part, do learn a lot of conceptual questions. Okay, it will help you a lot, and solve some numerical questions in that. When it comes to aerodynamics, mostly it deals with conceptual questions, I guess. And yeah, PAQs.
There are before question. One question from Kaushal and Edas. Can you please take up?
Okay. Okay. Uh, just try to complete the syllabus in the December itself. If you are able to cover it, that gas dynamics and rocket propulsion with this December, then it is fine. So don't start anything new after January 1. Okay. So January is the month you should take the test and revise it, and you should update one. So complete whatever you are going to study, complete it with this within this December. Okay. And recalling formulas while solving PQs, and note down the formulas that you require often and try to remember. Just what I have done is I was just forgetting those formulas. So what I did is I wrote those formulas in a sheet and pasted it in my wall, so that whenever I see go for lunch or something, I will see the formulas, so that I will recall in that. What happened is while writing my exam, I remember the exact picture of the formula that is I stick on that wall. So yeah, it will help you sometimes. Like the results, when I was starting this mock test, I usually got around 40. That's the one I got at the beginning. After that, it gradually increased. So in the IGC test, I usually a little bit tougher than the gate actually. So if you are getting 40, then in the gate exam you will be getting 20 plus or 30 plus or something. So don't worry about the results, so keep on doing that, so you the average will be increasing. Don't worry about that.
I think I'll add, even in IGC, those who got get marks in 20s, they all are entitled to get around 40s in GATE exam. So
Yes sir,
guys, yes.
our
So guys,
IGC
be happy.
tests are usually tougher. So if you are
So guys,
getting 20, then you will be getting 40 in the actual exam.
yeah, but they need to write those all 12 exam. Once or twice they get 20s, and if they stop, then they will not get 40s. But if they get consistently 20s, 30s, is absolutely fine. But they must write all 12 exams and do what Prasanna suggested, that post exam analysis. Definitely, they will cherish whole life this 1 month of learning. Because if you are getting less marks, there are definitely flaws in your preparation. There are somewhere you are lagging, but due to all those, you cannot waste your 1 year of time, or you cannot get away from your preparation or good result. See, ultimately you may get a 1 digit rank, 2 digit, 3 digit. The goal should to get in good institute. After that, nobody will look behind ki what rank you had and what rank I had. You have to go in, you have to put 2 years of hard work, you have to perform and then cherish. There are plenty of candidate pressure, even they didn't get in IIT, they are from NIT and some other good college. They get very good placement because once they get in college, they maintain utmost sincerity. So,
Hmm.
guys, there is no way you lose your hope, you lose your confidence, and you get any good rank by any shortcut. There is no way. Okay. So guys, since you all are in IGC, trust in IGC, trust in seniors' words. You can ask any of IGC's alumni who are a ranker, irrespective of their rank. They will suggest one thing: never ever leave IGC mock exams. Okay. So what
Uh,
about PYQs, sir? Yeah, PYQs all are solved, na, Krishna. You can solve PYQs simply, na, because in classes we solve so many PYQs. Yeah, some other questions can you take up? One more question, which all important subjects? So Mohit, we have shared already the important subjects list like general aptitude, mathematics, strength of material, aircraft performance, jet propulsion. Okay. Apart from that, yeah, these are the most important subjects frequently asked. Then other subjects also important like mechanical vibration, aircraft stability, space dynamics. Okay. Rocket propulsion also frequently two questions around they ask. Yeah, so Anil, what we suggest, don't solve such questions in first or second round during mock. You can solve if you have time left out in subject wise, Anil. Yeah, please read that big questions, Prasanna, that Matisham is writing so big.
and Anil, I would suggest even for this topic based test on subject based test, do attempt in multiple rounds. Okay, so you will be getting that easy question at the first. So you will build up some confidence so that you can there will be time to attempt those questions which are tougher. Okay, so even for every test, do this art of skipping. It is very important. And about this aptitude one, do revise that basic formulas and try to solve as many problems as possible, because aptitude, it will comes with experience only. Okay, so refer those PYQs and see what are the kind of question they are asking. So do solve such questions so that you will be getting comfortable with those kind of one, and try to solve the question as fast as possible. Okay, so that you will save some time so that you can invest those time in that the core subjects. Okay, so I would say like math and aptitude is like boosting topics. So you complete it as fast as possible and save some time for the core subjects. Yeah. I would say attend those leftover questions, then reviewing that one. So once you have completed your strong topics, and recheck those questions once, only once. Don't over check it once. Okay, and once you are comfortable with the answer that you are written, then do the leftover questions. So while you are solving that questions, make sure you have a good accuracy. Do your math calculation very correct so that you will be confident with your answers that you have done. So it will give you some time for the leftover questions. And I suggest you to do some maths calculation practice, especially for this NATs.
One question, Kaushal asked, I have gas dynamics and some rocket person. I have not completed. Till December end or max, generally we suggest complete syllabus by December end, maybe few days of first week of January. That's it. And IGC always complete course for all like batches, whichever we teach, either crash course or July August batch by that time. That's fine. After that, you may learn in between any new concepts, but that is based on demand. Like when you are doing post paper analysis in mock exam, many things you may find you may not be aware, right, Prashna, even after reading whole subjects. So that
Yes.
quickly you read it, no time waste, and write down.
When this come to this analyze part, yeah, it will. It is a time-taking process, but it is a very important. It is a rewarding process actually. That's why many people are skipping those analysis part because it is taking a lot of time. But it is very important. Yeah, the because whatever the mistake that you are doing the test that should be rectified, and analysis like rectifying identifying them. So it is very important to that. Even if it take 2 hours, it's fine. But you should not commit the same mistake again. So it's okay. And once you are taking this full lengths continuously, you will notice that you will be committing lesser and lesser mistake. So yeah, when it started, it will be like 2 hours, and after a while, it will reduce to 1 hour. So the mistakes will reduce.
Okay, then we can wind up, I believe. If anyone have any question. See, Matisham, accuracy depend person to person, but there will be surely some mistakes. So don't be hypertense about mistakes. Every human do mistakes, but how less mistakes you do, that will be how good your results. Okay, so there is no parameter for that. You keep revising, keep practicing questions, whatever repetitive mistakes you do, you put in your mind, okay, I'm doing such mistakes I should not do, and what is the root cause and how you can avoid. So like that you should plan. That's why these mock exams are there. Mock exams are not there to prove anyone कि Prasanna is a great or Matisham is great or Dinesh is okay. Clear? This all mock exams are only to make sure you guys solve new questions, new problems in less time, in a better way, and with better accuracy. So again, those 30, 40 people who attended today's session will make sure Prasanna they will write all mock exams with all sincerity. So otherwise, there is no point we say all the things again and again, right? Until unless you guys implement in your preparation. And Prashant, every year, those 40, 50 people who listen us well, right? Every year, they get in IIT and ISC, right? Easily. Even we get
Yes.
numbers where usually go to 70, 80, but they have to wait till end, right? Then they will asking, sir, will I get? Will I get? because they didn't focus na when we were saying ki okay, do this, do that. Now you take Prasanna. In very first, right, in very first list he got everywhere, because many of the things he implemented on his own, guys. And guys, Prasanna is doing MTech in robotics. Even he just changed his track just to learn different things, and that too in ISC, right? You have many top rankers from other branches,
Yes,
because
sir.
your branch is multidisciplinary. So guys, what you do know now, it will be have fruits for more, even after your results as well. Any other doubt, guys, in terms of the commitment, preparation? Thinking, just thinking will not bring result. Guys, be away from procrastination, away from daydreaming, away from what rank you will get. See, when I was preparing Prashant, I was thinking I will get top one digit rank when I was preparing, because I was confident in preparation. I was putting very good amount of effort, but end of the day, I didn't get one digit rank. I got two digit rank, and that too around 40 rank. So it is not decided by you. It is decided by your whole karma, whole effort, right, and your destiny. Clear, everyone? Even if your preparation is so good, because what happened, Prasanna, I didn't prepare well from October till mid of December,
Hmm.
and then again I started preparing rigorously. But everything matters in your final journey, right?
Yes, sir.
Those 3 months hampered my one digit rank, and it become two digit reasonable rank, right?
Hmm.
So guys, never ever think about, yeah, in mind many things will come, because as a human, but keep avoiding. Just say to yourself, no, I just want to learn as much as possible. I want to follow a right path, and what best suited to you. See, everything may not work or may work for you. See, even Prasanna, I have got counter feedback also in this this 3 round strategy
Hmm.
sometime. Then I told to those guys, if it is not working for you, you don't follow what works for you. Prasanna, there is one guy you might be
Hmm.
knowing, Sahil, right? He
Oh,
also got
yes, sir.
around AR 60. He got in IIT Madras. For
Hmm.
him, it was not working. He discussed. Then I told Sahil, don't worry. What is working for you, you follow that and do best. And he did it. So, guys, you have to try. But if you don't try, then how you will come to know? So it is a time to try and test it, right? Then you what best comes to you in your exam. Okay, and get, guys, again, last, let's not worry to fail now. Let's worry to fail now. Don't fail in gate exam. Even those who are not IGC students, they may be watching our session in YouTube now or later. Don't afraid of being failed. Okay, especially in mock exams, nobody will reward you. Either it is a topic wise, it is full syllabus, or it is subject wise. Write as many exams, find your time, write exam. And now you should follow also, now it's already mid December, the reverse learning approach, right, Prasanna?
Yes,
Everything
sir.
you can't learn in a
Yes.
systematic way, you call in a upward trajectory. You have to learn from a downward trajectory also, like write exams and learn, like that also you have to do if you have not learned everything.
And it's the time for experimenting with the strategy that you are comfortable with. So we have 12 full portion tests. So experiment the strategy that you want to do. So you may end up with good strategy at the actual exam.
जन जयमान समझ गयो हैंग, और पढ़ाई करो, and घनी मेहनत करनी पड़ा है, ठीक है? Okay then. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Prasanna.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Thanks.
and hopefully we will have some more sessions in January also. and
Mm.
if required, we'll call you back. One question I will request, uh, down the line, I'll add you in group. So please
Okay.
assist, Alvin, you and others, because
Yes.
now I think you guys have downtime, right?
Yes, sir.
Semester exams are done. So guys, definitely I will take support from IGC alumni, because now more doubts are coming, because this is the cycle for every year. The last
Mm.
year's your seniors are supported, so we'll support these guys. Okay, guys. So we'll do that as well. And definitely, last year we have done full syllabus mock solutions. This
Mm.
year we may have some more doubt sessions, because already those things are there. We will plan something new, which will be more fruitful for these guys. Yeah. Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
you, Prashant. Bye.